A closed-door meeting, raised voices, and a powerful struggle at the very top of the Pentagon. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not an internal disagreement. This is a leadership clash spilling into public eye. It all began in early 2025 when Dan Driscoll stepped into the Pentagon as the new Army Secretary. Seen as young, well-connected, and close to power due to his ties with Vance, he quickly made his presence felt. On his very first day, he walked into the office of Mr. Pete Hegseth with a proposal to organize a high-profile visit by Donald Trump and Vice President Vance to meet soldiers and discuss army reforms. What seemed like an idea, it turned into a defining moment when Hegseth reacted sharply, raising his voice and telling him to stay in his lane, making it clear that who was in charge. The meeting ended very abruptly, but it marked the beginning of a tense and fragile relationship. Now, from that moment, friction began between the two leaders, growing very steadily. What started as a clash of authority soon evolved into deeper disagreement over decisions, influence, and control within the Pentagon. Well, the tension reached a major turning point when a top army leader, Randy George, he was suddenly removed from his position as the chief of staff. Well, the decision came without any warning, reportedly through a brief phone call. And notably, Driscoll, he was not even present in Washington at that point of time. He was on a vacation. Now, this abrupt move sent shockwave through the Pentagon, raising serious concern about leadership stability during a period of active military engagement and global tension. Ladies and gentlemen, the whole situation, it became even more public when Driscoll, and that too during a congressional hearing, he openly praised General George, calling him an exceptional and transformational leader. Well, the statement was widely seen as an indirect challenge to Hegseth's decision, highlighting the growing divide between the two. Critics and defense experts began questioning whether such high-level removal, specifically during a time of military operations and strategic traction, they were driven by sound judgment or influenced by internal conflict. And yes, at the very same time, additional controversies added pressure on Hegseth's leadership. Reports emerged of sensitive military information being mishandled in private communications, followed by removal of several senior aides over alleged leaks. While let me tell you, there is no formal charge that has been filed, but these incidents, well, they all contributed to an atmosphere of uncertainty and internal distrust. Within Washington, speculation grew that Driscoll's strong political backing and close ties to the vice president, it might position him as a potential alternative to Hegseth, further intensifying the rivalry.